It's like a Dragon Ball Z thing. They do the fusion dance.
Oh, the fusion dance. Is that what they say? Fusion, huh?
I think so. I'd actually never seen Dragon Ball Z.
What?
I don't think I've ever watched a whole episode start to finish.
Did you read the mangas?
I grew up without a lot of television.
Oh.
I kind of said public television. I read a lot of books.
Oh. So you did not go outside, right?
Not a ton. As a swimmer, but yeah, I didn't. I mean, as a younger child, I guess like less than 10, I played outside a fair amount. Bike riding, whatnot.
Same. Even though I had games, I kind of went outside for a while. After that, it's just like, fuck this shit. Kept going outside again.
Neighbors suck, yeah.
Yeah, neighbors suck. Stupid kids. So, yeah, this is episode 57 of the playonultra podcast. Welcome.
Woohoo!
So, only two of us. You have me, the slanty-eyed Asian, and...
We should just pretended Nathan was asleep. Like, we should pretended he was here. And just left the picture.
He's here. He said he wants to be part of the podcast, but he's just sleeping. As you can see if you're watching the video.
He's alive, not dead.
He's not dead. He probably won't move the entire podcast, but don't be alarmed. He does that. He doesn't move. His bag's probably gonna ache. And Foehamner is here. Woohoo! Jordan's not here because he said he wants to play with his dog because he's sad Pokemon Go is not available in Canada. Something like that. I'm not sure. Something.
Yep. Accurate paraphrasing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wonder if he'll ever know we said that.
Maybe. I don't know. So yeah, Foehamner, what did you do this week?
I studied my basic mathematical skills for a job interview, brushing up on that SOHCAHTOA, all the fun derivatives and whatnot. But video game-wise, so the last game I believe I talked to you about was it Dio? Did I talk about Dio last week?
Which one is Dio?
Dio is a game designed for 2 players where...
Oh, no, you didn't.
Okay, so each player controls a Minotaur. I played it by myself because I can use WASD for one Minotaur and arrows for the other Minotaur. And it's split screen, but you can
it's part of the mechanic, right? The split screen, I saw you.
The main mechanic is it's split screen, and then you can freeze the screens and then cross over. So like, if I have a Minotaur, so the right Minotaur is blocked by a pillar, I need to move the left Minotaur's screen so he can jump on platforms or whatever, so that lines up nicely, and then freeze them. He can cross over, give the other Minotaur a boost, and then go back. So it's all about finding the right screens for both Minotaurs to line up. It's hard to
explain without actually watching it.
Yes,
Go and watch it on Foehamner's video. It's actually a really cool concept. I really
it's a little demo. They intend to make more. It's not a Kickstarter or anything, but they do intend to make more, and I would love that. I think it's great. I actually think it'd be way harder to play
with dual analog sticks like in Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
I don't know. I don't think it has any controller support right now, actually.
Right.
But I don't know. I think it would definitely be harder to play with a person. I think it's perfect for one person to play it.
But it would be cool to record.
Yeah, I mean, multiplayer. Yeah, it would.
Communication and stuff.
I would still do it, but it would be harder. So that was Dio, DYO. I also played Ridnix, which is a Kickstarter currently ongoing. It's kind of like an infinite runner game, because once you start moving, you can't stop moving. All you can do is jump and change your direction. So it was okay. I think the demo itself was very well made. I just don't think it was for me, really. I don't know. I don't
Is it
love
a side-scroller?
infinite runners. It is technically a side-scroller. I mean, most rooms are pretty... Well, like, when I think of an infinite runner, the first thing I think of is, like, bit.trip runner, where it's, like, a long course, and you run through it and, like, react like a Sonic type thing. Ridnix, the levels are more square, because there's a lot of platforms floating in the middle, and you're kind of just going from point to point, rotating the room.
Oh.
So like you go across one way, the room rotates, you go back across the other way, but now because it's rotated, it's a different way.
And your character can't stop.
Character can't stop running. He can jump, and he can cling to the ceiling. So he can run on the ceiling, essentially, which is a little weird. Yeah, I mean, it was fun and well made. I didn't back it. Actually, I played a couple of Kickstarters recently where it's like, these are good games, but I'm not going to back it. I think as my success ratio with Kickstarter is at best 50%. Because yeah.
I actually did an interview with a the one that I sent you yesterday.
Yes.
Victorium. It's a action RPG where you play a mage, sort of like Lichdom Battle Mage, but I have high hopes for this one.
The effects look really good. I mean, you can see some roughness, but a lot of the things are very pretty.
Yeah, very, very. They're using Unreal.
Okay.
Is Unreal the free one?
Unity's the free one?
I believe Unreal is also free, but you need to share 20% of the profits or something if it goes up on sale, I believe.
Okay.
So what was I saying? Oh, they said that they technically have a demo, but it's only for people who like make content and stuff. So yay for and I got a key. Woo. So basically, the reason why they say they don't want to put up the demo on like for public is because they're afraid that when people have played the game, they'll be like, okay, I got a feel of it, I'm not gonna back it, I'm just gonna wait for other people to back it, kind of thing. Yeah, that's what they said. It's one of them. They didn't really like the fact they didn't really like the idea of that. It's like they said people might have the feel of it because it's like from their own experience, because that's how they felt as well back when games came with demos in the CDs.
Interesting.
And then when you play the demo, they'll be like, okay, I got my fill of it, I'm not going to buy the game, kind of thing.
But you shouldn't try to trick people into buying a game they don't want.
Isn't that all games without demos? Or without... I don't know. Even with demos.
I guess that's true.
Because demos, you can cut like the best part out and put that as a demo.
That is true. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, actually, that's an interesting point. So I didn't do a video for this, but like back in November, I think it was, I did 2 videos for a early version of a game called Wizards of Legend, and their Kickstarter just went up this month. And the Kickstarter does have a demo associated with it, but the demo, it's very different from the game that I played. I mean, it's not like it's a completely different game.
So you played...
I played their early thing they released in November, and then this week I played their Kickstarter demo. And the Kickstarter demo, mechanically it's all the same, but it's very clearly like a sales pitch demo, because like the setting is like you're in a museum, and so you go from room to room. It's like, here's what our monsters look like, here's what spells look like, here's a shooting range for you,
right, or something.
It's a dungeon crawler. Like the
they
November demo.
Wizards of Legend. They actually reference during the interview. Yeah.
I think for this week, I think it's the hottest Kickstarter. I mean, I've been seeing it all over the place, which is great. I didn't back it for 2 reasons. One, because all of the early bird specials were scooped up. So if I miss the early bird specials, I don't back the game. So it almost behooves games not to have early bird specials.
Unlimited early bird specials?
Yeah, or unlimited.
I think Victorium is also... like their early bird special is already done. Like the $15 tier is done, $20 now.
Yeah. And then the other reason I didn't back it is because, like I just said, I'm kind of just not backing Kickstarter games. So it didn't really matter. The first point doesn't really matter because I probably wouldn't have backed it anyway. But I do want it to succeed.
Did the demo had a negative effect on you because you played like both?
No.
Maybe the reason why they referenced it is because they also played both of them. Like the early one and the demo.
That could be. I don't think it did though. I think it's just my current disposition to Kickstarter in general. I don't know. So I also played Hover Revolt of Gamer to the new patch. That's why the highlight of my week. They released a whole new zone. I think this is
it's a big ass patch.
It is, because there's only 2 zones right before this patch. There were only 2 zones, and I think they were both present on launch. So this is the first time they've added like a whole new area you can teleport to. And it's very fun, but I kind of feel like they pushed it a little too early, because they mentioned like, here's the stuff that's in the patch, here's where we're going with the game, and the stuff in the patch is on the direction that they're going, but because some of the stuff that they're planning on making isn't in the game, it kind of has some weird effect on the current stuff. So to be specific, the zone has 3 challenge races. One race that you need to have high top speed to succeed at, one race you need to be able to jump good to succeed at, and one race where you need to be able to grind well to succeed at. And so I showed up with my default Foehamner character, and I'm pretty sure it was mathematically impossible for me to do the top speed one, because my character has no top speed. He's got high acceleration, high jump, but that's it. And so I'm pretty sure there's no way for me to do the top secret one, or the top speed one. And so the reason for this is because they're like, eventually, what we want the game to do is rather than have a bunch of different characters that you can swap between, we want basically it to, right now, if you switch characters, it's like it's starting a new game kind of. Like each character has their own progress saved with them. What they want to do is make it so you can just change characters, because the idea is you're in like a video game. So if you can like just change your avatar in place. So it's like, I need somebody who can jump well for this moment. I'll swap to a jumper. Do that, then switch back to somebody else. But because that's not currently in the game, rather than having a bunch of specialized characters, I was forced to make one character who is completely unspecialized, like putting a couple points in top speed, a couple points in jump, and a couple points in grind, and then doing it that way. And I was able to do it, but it was really hard, because there's one race that it's a 10-minute long race, and it took me 5 tries to succeed. So I played for an hour.
Fuck.
And it sucks too, because like 2 of those attempts, I'm racing towards the finish line, and I'm like within like, I'm very close and it ends. Like even my successful run, I only had 15 seconds to spare. So it was tight. It was tight.
That heart must be throbbing.
Yeah, because I had that super generic character build. I mean, I could have made it easier for myself, because I had put the 2 points in top speed, jump, and grind to beat the other 3 challenges. So my character is functionally level 6, but he's actually level 10. So I have 4 more points I could have spent to make it better, but I was holding on to them until I encountered something I didn't think I could do, and I knew I could do the 10-minute race without spending points. I just had to be good.
So one thing about Hover Revolt. Is it Hover Revolt?
It is Hover, Revolt of Gamers.
Revolt Gamers. For some reason, I keep...
The gamers are revolting.
To put the word junkers in there. because of the other game, the VR game.
Yes.
How are the courses designed? Like, this kind of game, I feel like you need to have a very nice flowing, like, from wall jump to grind to... this, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How are the courses designed? Do you think it flows well?
It's very hit or miss. Some courses flow very well, and some don't. Like, the jumping course, the new jumping course in the sewers, I thought was very good. I think it's probably one of their best courses. I had a lot of fun just going through it. But then the grinding course just felt terrible. And the problem for that is, there's not... I don't know if there's a way to determine how hard you jump. Like, if you jump, I think you just jump. Like, if you hold it more, I don't think it jumps more or less. I haven't been able to finally tune it. So the problem is, you're grinding and you're jumping from rail to rail, but like, there's like a moment where, there's several moments where like you're grinding and it turns, you're grinding, there's a gap, and then there's a perpendicular rail. And like every time I did this race, I would jump from the straight rail and like slam into the wall and then fall onto the rail and then start my speed back up. It just felt really, really clunky. And I don't know if that's the course layout or just the grind mechanics fault. So it is a little weird. And then what really kind of disappointed me is one of the areas in the new zone is like the game. So it's called Revolt of Gamers because the gamers are they're the resistance against the man. So the resistance HQ is in the new zone. And so I go up there and it's this woman. She's like, if you want to join the resistance, you have to beat all the challenges. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And I beat all the challenges. And then I go back to her and she's like, if you want to join the resistance, you have to beat all the challenges.
Because it's an early access game, right?
Super early access. And they didn't like really expect anybody to do all the challenges because the ability to swap in the specialized characters isn't there yet. So they didn't really, it's not really set up for people to actually beat it. I mean, I know they're aware that people can do it, but it's not like set up for it to actually happen. So it's like, God dang it! I spent all that time doing all the hard stuff, and it was all for naught.
That's one thing about early access and story. Like I've always
Yeah.
Like, even Grim Dawn was in early access. I did not play it when it was early access, but I was just wondering, like, how are they making the story while... I mean, giving people, like, broken stories while they're in early access? Are they not
I'm
giving
very
them the
curious.
last boss? Are they going, like, from point A to Z? So, like, today will be A to B, and then tomorrow will be B to C? Or are they gonna be, like, breaking up the story in the middle? I'm not sure.
It's definitely broken up very chaotically here, because so the new area is the sewers. Previously we had the main city and we had the prison, and apparently the sewers in the story is going to take place before the prison, because in their notes they said, like, depending upon like what or how well you do in the sewers will impact events in the prison. They weren't very specific, but the sewers area is a middle bit apparently in the story. Although
I did
right now,
know this, but Hideki Naganuma made the soundtrack for Hover Revolve Gamers, which is the guy who made the Jet Set Radio soundtrack.
Yes.
That's really cool.
I believe it is very cool. It's got a good soundtrack.
It should.
I'm actually wearing my Beatle shirt.
I know what. What's that from?
The main character of Jet Set Radio wears this shirt.
Ah, nice. Did you get it from a convention?
It's way backwards. No, I bought it online. Like a loser. What was I gonna say? Story. Oh yeah, it's not super jarring right now because I wouldn't say in this early access that the story is super present. There's a bunch of quests. There's a lot of world building, but there's not like one arcing like plot thread of events. It's kind of just like a bunch of individual like do some quests for this character and see how like they grow. Like, oh, I need to smuggle this thing. Now I need to smuggle this thing. So the story's not it's not being like spoiled or ruined yet, I don't think.
How far do you think they are from like full launch?
At least a year.
Wow.
I don't know how big their plans are, but
it's been in early access for like 2 years, right?
A
year.
I don't think quite that long. Let me look. Let me see. What was my first video? My first video went up on.
It came out 7th of April 2015.
Okay, so yeah, because August is my first video. It's about a year. It's only 3 people as part of the problem, and the scope is huge.
Yeah. It's an open world parkour jet set radio game. That's huge.
Yeah, very ambitious, but it is coming along nicely.
Nice.
I mean, it's still fun to play at this stage. Like, it's not a hot mess. It's not perfect, but it's playable and fun, so it's good.
I don't know why, but the thing that puts me off of this game, just from the videos and all that, is the dark color tone. Like it has a lot of colors, but it's very dark. I'm not sure if I'm making sense or not. It looks very dark though.
I don't know. I think we talked about this before. I think I don't know. When I think of the dark areas, the prison's definitely very dark, and the ground level of the city is very dark. But as you get higher, it gets brighter, and the sewers are very well lit. And then even in the city, there's a day-night cycle, so it can get darker or brighter.
Maybe it's just the screenshots that they took, it looks dark, I guess.
That could be. The screenshots are very dark. I think they do that to highlight, because you have like light trails, like Tron type trails. I think they try to make those look flashier, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
So yeah, that was Hover of this week. I did a game called the IF Tutorial, which I thought would be more of a game, but it was pretty literally a tutorial for interactive fiction games, which are the kind of games where it's like, you're in a room with a table and an exit to the east. What do you do? And you type in, like, look, table. Like, there's a light on the table. And you're like, take light, go east. You know, like a text-based adventure type thing. So that was kind of fun.
It's a tutorial?
It's a tutorial. It's explaining, like, use a verb. And like, you don't have to be that specific. Like, you don't have to actually say like go to the east. You can just say go east or whatever. Like, so it's kind of just explaining the basic rules. If I'd known how tutorially it was, I probably wouldn't have done a video for it. But I think it actually turned out okay. Just as more like a, you know, as kind of like my visual novel type stuff where I just read. It's similar to that. So I don't know. I'd like to do more maybe. But in the video, I asked if people wanted to see more, and nobody said anything. So I probably won't do any interactive fiction anytime soon on the channel. The last thing I did that went public this week was Hack and Slash. I did 2 parts of Hack and Slash.
Which I thought you're not gonna do.
Yeah, I decided to do it. I decided because so the reason I wasn't going to do it is because I did 2 parts and then said I'm done. I'm not gonna play this game anymore. And it's like I don't know if I want to put up a non-complete playthrough LP. And I decided it was fine to just do because I feel like the game's so bad. I think people should know. Like I don't think anybody should buy this game. I think it's that bad.
And it's made by the beloved. What's the name again? Double Fine.
Double Fine. That's like Devolver Digital. Nope. It's not D. Yeah, it's just the game. Like so, the selling point of the game is it's a hacking game. You have like a Zelda-esque type controls. You hit things with your sword. It brings up a little menu. You can modify it in a very similar way to code, and shape the world around you in that way. The problem is everything aside from that mechanic feels really, really bad. Like the hitboxes are poorly defined, and that's just the big one, I guess. The hitboxes being poorly defined is the biggest one. Like so many times I would push a block and move it, and then still move into it and get stuck and have to reset the room. And it just felt really, really, really crappy. So I said I'm not playing this anymore.
So
Yeah.
you might be interested in this. It's a game that came out in 2014.
Okay.
But it's free to play. I'm not sure why Steam recommended it to me only now, but it's overwhelmingly positive. It's called
What?
Princess Remedy in a World of Hurt.
Yes, I have heard of this movie. This game. I haven't played
It's
it because the
free to play.
graphics are really bad.
Yeah, it's very Undertale
But
graphics.
it has
it's
lot
basically
of
Undertale graphics.
reviews.
Before Undertale.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think the gameplay is like Undertale.
Yeah, I don't
But
think so.
the
It
aesthetic
looks
definitely
like
is.
a Zelda. It looks
It looks like a really,
Zelda.
it looks like a really crappy Zelda, but I'm assuming it has like
But it's super
to the
positive.
moon kind of story. I'm sure it has like
Yeah.
something tug at your heartstrings type crap.
I'm sure there's something like that. Maybe something meta as well. I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe I'll play it on my own.
Yeah, I have it already. I'm gonna probably.
I haven't
play
installed
one day.
it.
Princess
I
Remedy
feel-
2 was announced,
Oh, okay.
so I'm gonna play the first one.
A little spoiler for next week. I did play a game. I recorded a game called Dev Guy about the life of an indie developer, and it has some pretty on point satire of other popular indie developers. Like this one dev, he's a poster on his wall of the Fez guy, and the title of the poster says "Never Gonna Happen 2," because Fez 2 is never gonna get made. Oh man, I don't know. There's a lot of little. There's a really good David Cage jab. The game's just like, it's not pretentious enough. It has to be more pretentious. Add more
Dev
pretension to
guy.
the game. Dev guy. Yeah. It's a very short game. You play it
Oh,
in
it's
one
on
sitting.
Steam. Oh.
Yes.
I was like,
that's
how
it
am
on
I gonna
Steam.
find this freaking game? Oh, it's on Steam, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's very short. Like 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Yeah, so that's all I did for the channel. I feel really bad because last night, you and I wanted to play more of Van Helsing. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to bed early, and then I was like, while I render this video, while I kill time for this video to render and then put it online to upload, I'm just gonna play a little bit of Broforce because it had the new patch, and I ended up
What
playing
patch?
Broforce until like 3 a.m.
And you
There's
said
a
you
lot of
wanted
new
to
content.
reset your shitty sleeping cycle.
Yeah, I went to bed 4 hours later than I intended to.
What
But it was
patch?
really good. Oh
What
my
patch was
god,
that?
it was so good. There was a 4th of July patch.
Oh yeah.
So I haven't played in quite a while. So there were a bunch of new people I hadn't played with yet, but I know the patch added Dirty Harry. I don't remember their bro names. Dirty Harry, which is the Clint Eastwood cop character. And he's cool because
Really lucky
he has to
kid.
reload every 6 shots. So you gotta
Nice.
keep track of how many shots he fired. Tank Girl, who's really, really fun actually.
Tank Girl?
Because she Tank Girl based off is a very crappy movie based off of a very good comic book. If you know the Jinx character from League of Legends, it's basically Tank Girl. But she has a rocket bazooka, which is really, really good, and then she can summon her tank, which has 2 different forms of fire. Like the trouble with characters like Tank Girl and Rocket Man and whatever the girl from Slaughterhouse or Grindhouse is, the kind of gimmicky characters, is certain situations they're like very worthless, and certain situations they're really OP, and there's not much middle ground. And because you get them at random, it's like sometimes it's like if I get stuck, it's like I'll just keep trying, and then I'm gonna get lucky and get the right sequence of bros, and I'm gonna just destroy everything.
Movies or playing games that might not be super good, but it has a couple of good things here and there.
Yeah.
Is Tangle worth watching?
I think it's worth watching for how campy it is. Vanilla Ice plays a giant mutant kangaroo.
Okay.
Or not Vanilla Ice. Ice-T. One of the, I don't know, some rapper.
Is it a white guy?
It's a black guy.
Oh, that's not Vanilla Ice.
Okay, I don't know rappers
Vanilla
at
Ice
all.
is a white guy.
Okay.
The guy that sang
Sorry.
Ice Ice Baby?
Yeah, I don't know. I know, I've heard of that song.
Ice Cube? I don't know.
Probably could be Ice Cube. And Malcolm McDowell plays the bad guy, who's actually a very good actor.
Yep. I like him.
But I don't know. I think the movie's bad enough that I think it's entertaining.
Okay.
Like, the bad bits are bad enough. They're not just like boring bad bits. I don't know. The comic's good. They also added Bruce Lee, who's really good. And Leon the Professional I haven't played with.
I have problem playing the melee characters in that game.
Yeah. Some of them are really good. The Highlander's really good.
There's a Highlander? Shit.
There's a new Highlander.
Nice.
Oh, and they added Raiden.
From Mortal
But
Kombat?
he's not melee. Yeah, he shoots lightning bolts.
Nice.
But I can't remember if it's Highlander or William Wallace from Braveheart.
It's funny that you
One
said
of the two.
Highlander then Raiden at the same time. Like,
Well, they're both lightning. I think they both came out in the same patch.
oh no, because both were played by Christopher Lambert. That's what I meant.
I didn't put that together. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I think
I really like Christopher Lambert because of Raiden and Highlander. No matter how crappy those movies are.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger has the most bros in the game, though.
Yeah.
The most different bros. Because he has, like,
Stallone
Rambo.
Stallone?
Stallone has...
Wait, did you just say
Stallone's
Schwarzenegger and then Rambo?
I meant to say, what's his character's name from Predator?
I have no idea. The guy that killed Predator. I have no idea.
There's some Schwarzenegger soldier guy with a rocket launcher, but he also has Terminator,
and,
Conan the Barbarian,
mm-hmm.
and that actually might be it.
Stallone might have quite a few as well.
Stallone has Rambo, and I think that's it.
Oh, they should put Rocky in there.
That would be really cool. That's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. There's some really cool... So they added a lot more story content, too. Like, I had to fight through all the alien levels, and then you go to Hell, and Hell has some really interesting stuff in it, where you fight, like, Satan and all this weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know. They changed Snake Plissken a little bit. They gave him a glider ability, which is really cool. And they gave this new mission types, where you only get one bro and one life, and you just have to do the level with the one guy. So it's kind of like gimmicky for that guy. Like, I don't remember the character's name, but it's like from some like time cop or something like that. His powers, he can slow down time drastically, his grenade ability. And so the level is like, it's exploding around you constantly. So you're like slowing down time and like running over like falling containers, picking up more ammo, slowing down time immediately again, just running through this levels. It slowly explodes around you, constantly slowing down time the whole time. It's really cool and fun. So those little gimmicky like challenges were really neat. So yeah, that game, Broforce, that game's amazing. Like that game,
yeah,
and such a well-made game.
Coming up with like new content for free.
Yeah. It's great. It's fantastic. So I think that was my week. I randomly watched a movie last night with, what was it called? Trapped in Love? I bring it up. I can't remember what it's called. I bring it up because it randomly had a kind of a side character played by Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, who looks a lot like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't remember his first name.
Son. Arnold.
I think he has a couple kids, like a daughter too, maybe. Huh. I mean, he's like 40-something, because Arnold Schwarzenegger's like 70-something.
Right.
So the son's, pretty old. It was a pretty bad movie. Had Greg Kinnear in it, who I always like. It was about a family, each in love. My wife picked it up. I didn't pick it out.
Oh, you mean you watched it in the cinemas?
No. I watched. It was on Netflix. I just watched it last night
right.
at home. Made fried chicken. It's a good week.
So it's a good week when it's fried.
Yeah.
Chicken.
What was your week like?
Did not consist of fried chicken, so it's not as good as your week.
That's a pity.
I made 2 videos. One video was talking about my jump to Windows 10 and the super cool Xbox Play Anywhere program. Basically, I'm just gonna say it again. If you don't know what Xbox Play Anywhere is basically you being able, if you're on Windows 10 on PC and you have an Xbox One, you can buy any of the eligible games on either one of the stores and then having the other copy on the other machine. So, and then there's like shared achievements, shared save, cloud save, stuff like that. So it's really cool, and I really like that they're bridging the gap of reducing exclusives. I understand technically they're still both Microsoft platforms, and technically it is exclusive to Windows 10, but I guess it's the right step, right? Sort of.
You don't need to buy extra hardware.
Yeah. And I just found out that the game that I'm most excited about on Xbox is coming to the...
What game is that? Not Dishonored 2. I don't know what game.
Oh, I mean, the game that I'm most excited about that's coming to Xbox is Scalebound.
Ah, of course.
And it's available for Xbox Play Anywhere. So I'm gonna play a freaking platinum game where you have a fucking pet dragon, and that sounds amazing.
Yes.
That's fucking amazing.
I don't think I've ever played a platinum game start to finish because I've never owned like a console they've been on. Yeah.
The only platinum games on PC that I know of is Transformers Devastation, Korra, and the new TMNT.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Turtles. The Korra one actually had potential. A lot of people hated it. It's just because of that. I'm gonna give you all the powers in the beginning and then take it all away because you're a bitch. Kind of. That's very annoying. Because how do you even... That kind of story trope is really annoying to me.
Yep.
Like, she's the Avatar. Just fucking give me all the powers.
If I make a game, I should make it where that happens, but like the next moment, you just get them all back.
Just to piss.
Like, let's say all your powers are gear-based. Some guy steals your gear and he runs off screen, and you chase him, and he's like tripped and like broke his neck, and you just pick him back up and continue on your way.
I actually asked this to the Victorum guys, the guys that are making the action RPG where you play mage, because they said they want to make you feel super uber powerful right from the get-go. And there's no like shitty spells and all that. So I was just asking, how do you balance like difficulty and giving a player's challenge, right? They said pretty much, we're gonna just throw a lot of people at you. Just for cannon fodder, basically.
So is it like an open world story? Like, what's the gameplay like? I haven't booted it up yet.
It's not open world, but it's actually, I did not know this because you can't see this from the videos, right? But it's actually almost like a roguelike.
Interesting.
So there's actually permadeath, and finishing playthroughs will get you like stuff that you can bring over to your next playthrough, like titles and stuff.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. And
assuming titles do anything interesting.
I think they do. I believe.
Yeah, I would assume they do.
And I believe you play like you can choose a level, and each level is procedurally generated. And the Victorum, the best thing about it is the buildings are destructible. So your magic can actually feel very powerful.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the cinematics.
They also said that one way to make it challenging for the players is to make it so that your health cannot be regenerated. You do not have regenerating health, and you do not have a heal spell. You will have defensive spell, but you won't have a heal spell.
Okay.
Like total glass cannon, which sounds cool. What was I talking about? Why did we go back to Victorum?
Balancing things?
Yeah, feeling powerful. Korra.
Powerful, okay.
Yeah, Korra.
Yeah.
And Transformers Devastation was pretty cool. I did not really feel like it was a Transformers game. It just felt like another Platinum game with a Transformers skin on top of it. And it's very, very, very shallow game. It's a very shallow game. Like, no depth It's very short, like 4 or 5 hours you finish it. It's $60 by the way, $50. It's not cheap. And
Talking about what game?
Transformers Devastation.
Oh, yes, okay.
And I heard the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one kind of sucks, very bad.
That doesn't overly surprise me, sadly.
Yeah, Platinum Games tend to not make shitty games, but the worst one is probably TMNT, and then followed by Korra. But their best games are definitely on consoles, like Vanquish, Bayonetta,
Wonderful 101.
Wonderful 101. I think the same people who worked in the previous studio called Cloverleaf or Clover Studio made Beautiful Joe? I know they made Okami, which is a fucking amazing game, which is bloody amazing.
I don't know it.
Yeah, Okami, you play Amaterasu, the sun god. You're basically a wolf, and then you can pause time, and your screen will turn into like a canvas, and then you can like use ink and draw like super magical stuff. It's really amazing. It's an amazing game. Yeah. Why did I go? Oh, I was talking about Scalebound. I'm super excited for Scalebound. Yeah, because it's a dragon and it's platinum. And the only thing I worry about is the optimization, because Windows 10, the games haven't really... Windows 10, the game, haven't really been done well enough. Like Quantum Break, it seems it's a really good game, but it just doesn't run well on Windows 10, and it's not really patched properly yet. So I'm a bit worried about that. And their UWP, a lot of shortcomings and stuff. But I like that Microsoft is trying to reduce exclusivity.
Definitely.
And, yeah. I just find it weird that people are crowning Sony as the winner. At the same time, they are like condemning exclusives. Like, you gotta choose a side. You can't have both.
Well, yeah, I mean,
the only reason why people crown Sony the winner is because they had a bunch of exclusives.
I don't think so. I think there's like if you take all the Sony games and all the Microsoft games, and you counted how many games you wanted to play, I think Sony won. At least for me, Sony had more games that interested me than Microsoft.
Yeah, basically, and they're all exclusive.
Regardless,
like
I'm going to play more Microsoft ones because I can, but Sony won in the sense that it had the best games, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. What else did I do?
But Microsoft will win my money, so who will be laughing then?
So the second video is about... I talked about 2 Kickstarter games that I found interesting. One is called Miniature, a story puzzle game, and the other one is Pray for the Gods. Oh man, I'm super excited for that. I'm going to start with Miniature. Miniature is a story puzzle game, and their campaign is currently on Indiegogo. They're asking for like 18k or something, but it's not doing very well probably because of marketing, one, but also because of the message, because they're Hungarian, and I don't think their English is very good, and I don't think they were able to explain what the game is about. But it looked kind of cool. It's, from what I understand from reading and watching the videos, it's each level is a diorama. And then in that diorama, like, events are supposed to happen, and then you can manipulate the events. I'm not sure what the goal is, but it seems like a very sandboxy experience, hopefully. But it seems like there's a specific goal that the developer wants the player to achieve. I'm not sure how to achieve that. So that's the thing. They did not explain what it is. And they also used the word photorealistic. I think they didn't use it properly. Because when you hear photorealistic, you think like super realistic graphics, right?
It means literally realistic.
Realistic, right? But it's very cartoony. I like the graphic style. Don't get me wrong, but it's very stylized, cartoony.
Not realistic. Stylized, yeah.
And I think what they meant was it feels like you're playing a game that's in a picture frame. I think that's what they meant.
Like a photo game.
So it's not photorealistic. It's just photo. So there's a lot of problems with the campaign with that, because I do think that they have a very interesting idea, and I do like games that try different things, and it's not just you in third person killing shit. So I'm not one of those against violence in games, by the way, so I totally love my killing shit games. I really hope that they get their shit together, because they only have like $18 of their 18,000. so it's looking pretty bad. The main guy who's making the game has like 20 years experience in like filmmaking and CGI or some shit. So I think they just want to bring a story feel kind of game. And Pray for the Gods.
Yeah.
It is basically Shadow of the Colossus, the PC game.
But open world survival, which sounds really cool.
Yeah. And the survival part sounds very hardcore. It sounds really hardcore. Like the weather's gonna fucking kill you. You have to eat. If you trek in like too thick of snow, you will get tired.
Is it a roguelike? I don't remember. It's not, is it? Okay.
Sure. But it feels like one of those you can only save at campfires kind of game, like a certain other game. It seems too hardcore for me because I just really like the Shadow of Colossus part. I'm not really into survival games.
Well, also like the boss fights look like this is them saying this, but I agree. It looks a bit like a cross between Shadow of the Colossus as well as Dark Souls. Like the dodging looks very Dark Soulsy.
You just mentioned 2 games that is in their campaign. That's in their page.
Yeah.
The one that I'm most interested to know why they put that word in is Deus Ex. They actually put Shadow of the Colossus, Dark Souls, and then Deus Ex. I'm like, I understand Shadow of the Colossus. I understand Dark Souls. Why Deus Ex? What does that mean?
I'm hoping it's the upgrade system, but that's like even Deus Ex's upgrade system isn't that unique. Like I hope it's not the stealth elements. I hope it could be the story. Need to kill them? I can't imagine it's the story. Oh, maybe, I don't know. You're right. It is a very random one to pick.
I mean, I'm super interested to know what they mean.
Yeah.
But Pray for the Gods looks fucking amazing. It really looks good. It looks very polished, and the art looks really good. Like it's an actual like AAA game.
Oh yeah,
it looks like
very
a
impressive looking.
Game. Yeah,
totally.
It's Pray for the Gods, Prey, Pray. Looks really amazing, and you play a girl. Ooh.
I didn't back it because Kickstarter.
Yeah,
but unlike the other Kickstarters, Pray for the Gods is one I would consider actually getting on release.
Because it looks
like
when polished,
it actually comes out once it's done. Yeah.
So their goal is $300,000, and they have 28 days left to go in the time.
That almost seems low.
Yeah, they're reaching 140K. Yeah, it does seem low.
I mean, I like that it's higher than most other Kickstarter projects. I appreciate that, but it still seems low to be like a realistic non-Kickstarter number.
Yeah.
I think they'll make it though.
Yeah, maybe they have publishers. Maybe they have a publisher. It doesn't seem like this game is gonna be a full indie game. It just doesn't. The amount of polish just doesn't feel like it for some reason. But they have stretch goals, up all the way up to $1 million. So yeah, Pray for the Gods. It looks really amazing. What else from my week? Like I said, did the interview with the Victorum guys. That video is gonna go up. If the podcast is up, it should be up. Hopefully, I already have it like edited, rendered.
Is it just a team of 2 guys working on that?
Team of 5 or 7. I think it's basically there's 2 co-founders, and then I think the rest are like contractors and stuff. The money is literally for them to just pay contractors. They're not paying themselves. They're not taking a salary out of this because they have full-time jobs. They're like full-time programmers, so they need a lot of help with art because they suck at art. But the game does look really good. And I played a lot of Suikoden 3. I'm like 83 hours in, and I'm at the final battle. I already collected all of the 108 characters. So yeah. And if you collect 108 characters, at the end of the game, you'll get a special bonus.
Ooh.
You actually get like a new chapter to play. I'm guessing the chapter is going to be from the perspective of the quote-unquote bad guy.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yep. So yeah, Suikoden 3, one of the best JRPGs I've ever played. So fucking good. It's my second time playing it. Didn't do much else. I'm just hoping to finish Suikoden 3 really fast so that I can continue playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. Pretty much.
You already got that, right?
Yeah. I got that in a bundle with Just Cause 3. because I only needed to add like a very small amount to get Just Cause 3 at the same time together. So I'm like, fucking what? It doesn't matter. Just buy both. Yeah, that's my week. Nothing else.
Nice.
You have anything else?
I watched the Tarzan movie.
Oh, how's that? I wanted to watch, but I wasn't sure if it's good. It doesn't look good. It just...
I wouldn't say it's good.
But it has a Nazi guy, though.
Christoph Waltz is very good in it. I think, like, the overall plot, like, if you zoom way out, the main plot of the story, I really, really liked it. I thought it was actually pretty well written. But the moment-to-moment, like, the dialogue and stuff was kind of bad.
Oh.
But really, the thing that, like, sinks the movie, the thing that actually makes it not good, is, there's just a lot of really bad green screen effects.
Oh.
It's like a lot of scenes of Samuel Jackson, like, going, like running around, and some wildebeest, like, stampeding by him. It's just, like, it doesn't look good, and it's just dumb. I don't know.
So
I
if
kept
I wanted
waffling.
to watch a movie set in the jungle, I should watch Jungle Book.
Jungle Book was definitely better. I mean, Tarzan was even more action-packed. It had one scene of good action. Jungle Book's not really an action movie at all, but Jungle Book was better. Yeah, definitely better.
Okay. It has Idris Elba at least, so... Like,
Yeah. I mean, Christoph Waltz is great.
I really
None
like
of the acting was bad. Just some of the lines were really, like,
so the writing was
whatever.
shit, and...
I didn't think the writing was great.
And would
The
you say
writing
the
and the
plot?
production values.
The story was okay, right? You said the main story.
Yeah, I thought so.
The
Yeah.
overarching story.
But one thing I really liked about it is it wasn't an origin story. Like, we actually
Right.
meet Tarzan in London.
Yeah.
It's like, Tarzan, we need you to come back to Africa to help blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I've already been to Africa. I don't want to go back. It's like, it's actually kind of cool not having to see him be a baby raised by gorillas. Like, it's just like, I've
and then
seen
the
it
Phil
before.
Collins song come on.
Exactly. So I haven't
Great song,
getting
too,
all
by
that
the way.
out of the way.
Great song, I love that.
It's a lot like, origin stories are a lot like, losing all your powers in the beginning of a video game, because everybody knows everything. It's like, I don't want to see Superman figure out his powers. I want to see full powered Superman just go to town on things.
Yeah.
Or Spider-Man.
Did the
or
Watchmen
whatever.
movie... It wasn't an origin. It started with a freaking murder and
I mean,
right?
the comics don't have an origin. Like, actually, it's funny. The story
right.
is kind of set like as they're all like too old to be superheroes anymore for the most part. It's like they're on their way out.
I know a lot of people hated that movie, but I actually enjoyed
I liked
the
it.
movie.
I mean, I can definitely see where some of the hate is coming from, and
It's a purist,
I
right?
mean,
The purists hate.
it's just
hates it.
it's like you know, like V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta is a good movie, but like Watchmen, it is a poor adaptation of a visual novel. Although this is a very contentious point, I actually like the end of Watchmen better than the comic book's end.
I've heard a lot of people say that as well, actually.
Okay.
They prefer the movie end. But of course, a purist will fucking
Right,
kill
yeah.
you.
I haven't seen the new... when it came out on DVD, I guess they added a lot of extra stuff. They made the movie like an hour longer or whatever. 40 minutes longer.
Right. So, yeah. Let's get on to some news. News. First thing. It's not really news, but...
Okay. All that hype for nothing.
But basically, No Man's Sky is goal.
Ah, yes.
Aren't you guys fucking glad you did not kill any of the devs? Because it probably
Would it
wouldn't be
take
goal by
longer?
today if you kill any of the devs. You fucking morons.
The team was smaller than I thought it was. Seeing the picture of them like holding up the CD.
No, the team was bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was like one guy or something.
Well, I think like No Man's Sky to me, because I mean, it was just the hype, but it seems like a AAA game. So I imagine like 40 or 50 people, and
I think it's literally
20.
just an indie studio having the backing of AAA finances and marketing. So
probably.
what do you call that kind of game? We've talked about this so many times. Like, we're gonna just fucking call it AA. It's a double A game.
I like AA.
It's a AA game. Like, why not? Like, where did AAA come from?
Yeah, I don't even know why it's AAA. Why not just A, B, C? Why is
Yeah,
AAA?
It's an A game. It's a B game. It's a like B movie or whatever. I don't know. You don't call it a triple A movie, right?
Maybe it's like, in this modern age of mollycoddling, there's only A games, but some A games are more A games than other A games. We're all winners. But some are more winners.
Right. So this dude recreated a working Pokemon in a Game Boy Advance in Minecraft.
Holy crap.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah. It's incredible.
It's called the Structure Block Project. I'm not really sure what it is. Blocks that can do things? I don't know. I don't play Minecraft.
They do have... I know they have, like, I think they're called redstone blocks, which can, make, like, basic circuits with.
But I'm pretty sure this is like a mod or something, right? It's not like...
okay.
Maybe. I don't think it's like vanilla Minecraft can do this kind of thing. So yeah, there's a virtual Game Boy Advance in Minecraft that is playing a working Pokemon game. Really fucking cool. So yeah, let's get on to some of the... Let's continue with some of the smaller stuff, and then we go on to the big stuff. So this one, a guy tried to scam a Devolver Digital to give him keys. So basically what he did was he sent an email pretending to be PC Gamer, the website / magazine. So the URL of the URL is pcgamer.press. So it's obviously not PC Gamer. So Falk Parker, the chief financial officer of Devolver Digital, got this email, and then he replied an email like, "Thanks for reaching out about Enter the Gungeon. Excited to see our little game get coverage in your publication and or website. Below are 2 Steam keys for the game. Hope you think it's better than a 7.8. Thanks." And then this one is really funny.
I had to read it twice to pick up on it.
Yeah. So the keys is G706 FU4C K0FF. Basically spells go fuck off. And the second key is N1C3 T9RY AH0L3, which is nice try a-hole. I needed to like read twice, like, why is he giving keys? And then like, oh, it's like go fuck off and nice tries a-hole. This has been a problem, right?
It's too bad. I think it's because like the rise of people like me, very small time YouTubers, are asking for keys. So now regular people.
Is that what you
Well, I'm providing the noise for them to hide inside. Because I'm like a quote legitimate user of the key, I guess. But people who don't do anything, they just want a free key to play for themselves. They can pretend very easily, I guess. Because like he didn't even list his application. Like that's how you know it's a scam. Like if he didn't even pretend to link to a site that he didn't do. Like he didn't even give like a dummy site. He's just like I write for a thing. You know,
he pretended to be PC Gamer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But he didn't say it in the text. I remember now. Yeah, because the email like spoofed, looked like it was from PC Gamer, but like he didn't say like I write for PC Gamer in the email. It was weirdly worded, I think.
Yeah, it's just like at the end, the signature is like Michael Garner, PC Gamer.
Right. So yeah, it's too bad. I mean, even people my size, like even smaller YouTubers like me, I know some people who feel kind of entitled about getting keys. He's like, I do YouTube, I should get a key. He's like, no, you shouldn't get a key. It's very generous of them to give you a key if they choose to.
Because they don't owe you anything.
They owe you nothing.
Like, I don't know, like, where does a line...
I'm doing you a favor by playing your game.
Where do you draw the line, though?
Yeah.
Like, do you draw the line at, like, 5,000 subscribers or something? Only 5,000 will get an automatic key, and then everybody else we have to, like, case-by-case basis?
It would be nice. I mean, there's a big asterisk after this, but it would be nice if there's a way for them to give you a key that just, like, stopped working after... Like, the game stopped working after, like, a week or something. Like, here, review it,
Steam
and you
has
can't
that
anymore.
Kind of like a review copy, kind of time bomb.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so either.
Like, I don't know. Have you ever, like, requested keys through email. Have you ever done that?
Once.
What game was that?
Let me look. It's on my Steam wish list still because they said no.
Aw, because they thought you were fake.
Like, you're too small.
Oh.
It was, which I was. I mean, I was just like, I didn't expect them to actually get a key. I was like, I might as well ask.
How many subscribers did you have?
It was
back then?
Pulsar Lost Colony. I probably had roughly 300 at the time.
These assholes. Never gonna buy their games ever.
I'm probably never gonna buy their game. Like, I've also never seen it on sale for very much money, I've never seen the sale number be like more than like 10%. Right.
It's a space simulation co-op.
Right. I wanted to get it. Like a bunch of us asked for keys because we wanted to play together, but it's like no.
The name is called Leafy Games, like the Leafy YouTuber guy.
Oh, I don't know him.
The one that does quote unquote parody videos, and then like his people will just go and bully the people that he was talking about.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Right.
I think I just assumed he was the same person as Keemstar.
If you're an indie game dev, like legit indie game dev, not like No Man's Sky indie game. You're like legit indie game. You're like one guy. And would you give keys to a 400 subscriber channel? What would be a reason for you not to give a key? Do you hope the 400 subscriber channel to buy the game? Is that
probably
why you wouldn't give a key?
I assume so. I think what would shape my response, it would definitely be influenced by how many key requests I'm receiving.
Okay.
Like, if I haven't received any key requests and one person asks me for one, I'd probably just give it to him. But if I'm getting a bunch, I'd probably be more selective. Theoretically. I don't know that I should be more selective, but that's what would, I might
because you
end up being
feel like if there's a bunch of people asking for keys, then
they have value.
They have value. They might buy it if you don't get a key.
Yeah.
Oh. I can.
I don't know if that's good, but
I can sort of understand that. But you see, it seems like indie games.
There definitely has to be a line somewhere.
Yeah, there has to be a line. Like, but what's that line though? Subscribers?
I think. Well, I believe the way it currently works is most people will draw the line at subscribers. That is the number that they use, as flawed as it is.
It is. You can see.
It's the easiest one to use.
It is easiest. Yeah. But I've been pretty fortunate that I've asked quite a few developers for the interview stuff that I do on my channel, right? And then they just offer me a key. Like, would you like a key? I'm like, oh, I love that. Thanks.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, I actually got a key. I totally forgot. Another thing about my week is I did another interview for Crest God Game, but it's not a video interview because they didn't have time. But they were cool enough to answer like written questions. So I just sent them questions and I wrote I just put up the question and answers on playonultra.com. And they also gave me a key for the game. It's called Crest. It's a god simulation. You basically don't have much control over your people, but you write like commandments, and then you see how your people interpret and follow your rules and stuff. So it's like faith and religion as well together. It seems pretty cool. I still haven't played it. I'm gonna make a video of it.
Sounds like it. Did you ever play the old black and white games?
Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time. The first black and white. I love it so much, and that is why I always get so disappointed with Peter Molyneux because he make really good games. He does really.
Yeah.
He's not David Cage. I'm not. He's
not as bad as David Cage.
Is he a different breed?
Like, David Cage is pretentious. Molyneux is just
overhyping,
ambitious. Like, he just doesn't understand. Like, it's like an ignorant thing. I think. I don't think it's malicious.
Like, how do you?
I don't know.
Like back then, how do you become a game designer without any knowledge of like programming and stuff like that? You should understand, like, right, to how to scope your game. Like, this would not work. Not today. Maybe 10 years later it might work, kind of thing.
I don't know. I mean, look at Tim, or
Tim
Double Fine guy, Tim Schafer. Yeah.
True. His major problem is he doesn't know how to handle his money. That is the number one thing. Look at the Mighty Number 9 guy, Keiji Inafune. Everybody is saying he's never been the creative guy. He's always been the businessman. But He's the co-creator of Mega Man, not the creator of Mega Man. Co-creator.
So that's why the game is bad, but it got made.
Maybe. Oh man, the game is so bad.
That's what everyone says.
Yep. So yeah, what indie games struggling? Like, how do you even? I don't know. It's like owning a shop and like giving shit free away. People won't buy your stuff because they know you're gonna give it away for free, or it's like Steam sales, right? Isn't it like Steam sales?
What do you mean?
Like, you won't buy a game if it's not on sale.
Oh yeah,
it's that same psychology.
I guess. Well, it's not like I don't go to like so here in America we have a chain of stores called Costco, and
which I know is pretty fucking huge.
They're big. They're bulk sales. Like you can't like buy small units of things.
They're like you can't buy small units, so they're not like Walmart.
Not really. No, they're not like Walmart.
I heard you can buy anything at Costco.
They sell a very wide range of things. Like they sell shirts. They sell.
How many shirts do you have to buy?
Inflatable rafts
at one time.
Actually, so shirts you can buy like a single shirt. But I mean, like if you want to buy rice, you have to buy like a big bag of rice, or like a flat of strawberries or whatever. The point is, what was the point? What was I saying? Oh yes. So one of the things Costco's known for is it has like throughout the store there will be little like booth kiosks of people giving out free samples of a food. And I don't know that I've ever gotten a free sample and then went to buy the thing.
Interesting. I would say that I've done it maybe once or twice in my entire lifetime.
Maybe once,
taking a free sample and then actually liking it to buy it. The only reason why I wanted to buy it is because I already wanted to buy it before the free sample. I just wanted to take the free sample.
Sure.
Because it was cheese and I love cheese. I love that cheddar cheese, strong, sharp cheddar cheese. So yeah. This guy tried to scam Devolver Digital into giving him keys, and it's the same as Costco giving you free samples or something like that. Something like that.
Well, yeah. The point is, it's kind of like it's like our indie game talk. We don't know when you should or shouldn't give out free keys. It's up to your discretion. There's no good rule.
So yeah,
all games should be free.
All games.
Share the art.
No, you creating games is a dream job.
You
right?
enjoyed it, right? Yeah, you enjoyed it, so you shouldn't make money off of it.
Yeah, you don't need to eat, right? You're a human. Fucking idiot. So yeah, moving on. This one is I'm not sure how to feel about this, but it's probably their last like step before like just giving up. Evolve is going free to fucking play.
I think it is already.
It is already, yeah. And it has cracked the Steam's top 20 after going free to play.
Yeah. It just counts number of installs?
Yeah, I believe so. Like recent?
Okay.
Oh wait, top 20. Do they mean like top 20 most played games? Oh.
I think so.
So view the top 100 games. Evolve stage 2, which is the free to play stage, whatever it means. Current play is 17k, which is fucking good, and peak today is 25k. Okay, I'm gonna try this out then. Because there are people actually wanting to play. So that's good. That's fucking good.
What are you looking at right now?
What?
What are you looking at?
Store.steampower.com/stats.
Ah.
I'll send the link if you want to see.
Sure.
So basically, don't. So they're about number 20 right now, which is fucking amazing.
Okay.
It's good. I think a lot of struggling games, like that freaking game that I bought from Gearbox, Battleborn, could actually use free to play players.
Yeah.
But when it comes to free to play, you have other problems like hacking, and do you think hacking, is it safer to hack? Is it not safer to hack? Is it safer to not meet hackers in a Steam game because of like Valve's security system? But CSGO has hackers, right?
I think so.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't really... The games I play that aren't Steam games that are also online are too small to also have hackers, usually.
Right. So the Turtle Rock, the guys who made Evolve, which also made Left 4 Dead, when Evolve launched, the reception wasn't what we expected. Sure, there were some good reviews. There were also bad reviews, the developer wrote. Yes, there was excitement. There was also disappointment for players and for us. The DLC shitstorm hit full force and washed away people's enthusiasm, dragging us further and further from that first magical pick-up-and-play experience. We want that magic back, and we aim to make it happen. Evolve.
Oh,
Evolve.
I see.
We have lived and breathed Evolve for over 4 years, and we feel like we are just getting started. So I way prefer Evolve going free to play rather than them saying we're gonna make Evolve 2. I actually prefer this. Are you gonna give it a shot?
I agree. I do not plan to currently.
It seems like there's enough players though.
It seems inevitable that enough people I know will play it that I'll play with them at some point. These stats are actually really interesting. I'm surprised at how high I'm seeing, like, Don't Starve Together's here, Brawlhalla's here, friggin' Tree of Saviors is really high, actually. Like, friggin' Warframe is number 5.
Where's Betabon? No, Betabon's not here anymore. Betabon has, like, about 600 players now.
Total War Warhammer's really high. Borderlands 2 is still high.
What is the oldest game that you see here? Dark Souls, Borderlands 2, The Sims 3. Oh,
Sid Meier's Civ 5 is number 4. It's insane. Team Fortress 2 is the oldest game. Team Fortress 2 is the oldest game at number 3.
Team Fortress 2 is like never gonna...
It's never gonna die.
Yeah, it's never gonna die, I don't think. Warframe has lower numbers than I thought. Or is it just nice? Or is it just there? Gary's mod is pretty fucking old.
That's true.
I've never played Gary's mod. What is that?
I've played it a bunch.
Is it
it's kind of whatever you want.
It's a level editor kind of thing.
It, at its core, it's like a level editor. And then people have made, like, you know, rules and games inside of that.
So it's like me... it's like me turning on Warcraft 3 and then playing Dota?
Yeah. Yeah,
so
that's
I
accurate.
play maps that are already made by people and it's really popular stuff.
Yeah, but I mean the gameplay. There's the game types can be pretty drastically different. Like a really popular game type is hide and seek.
I thought they're all like just first person games. Because it is the Source 2 engine, right?
They might all be first person. But there are like it's like one of the more popular ones is hide and seek, where one team is blind for like 30 seconds and the other team runs out there and they can become the inanimate objects in the map. And then the other team becomes unblind, and they have guns, and are trying to find the team that's hiding as props. So, I don't know, it's there's something for everybody. I think it's pretty good. It all depends on who you're playing with, of course.
Clicker Heroes is really high. Jeez.
Is it a recent game? I saw somebody playing that today.
It's one of those clicking games.
It sounds like a clicking game, which
it was actually a browser game before it came onto Steam. I actually played it quite a bit. All these clicking games can be quite fucking addictive.
I played one clicking game for a while just because I could see how much was in it. And I was like, I'm just going to get 100% in this game and then stop playing. And I did.
I see a game on Steam. It's called Riders of Icarus.
It's new.
Oh,
it's
not available in my
mount
region.
Collecting MMO.
Is this the one where you can fly and like tame flying animals and stuff?
Yeah, there are flying mounts. It's all about mounts.
Oh, I love mounts. Fuck you.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know anything about this game. I just know from looking at it, I'm like, there's going to be microtransactions for the cool mounts.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but that is the strong impression I get.
And regarding the microtransactions, Evolve said, I believe they said everything is going to be unlockable through in-game play. So like the monsters and stuff,
how are they going to make money? Because they're going to want to keep making money, which is fair.
Pretty sure, which is fair. I'm pretty sure the DLCs are still available. Let me see their Steam. Fuck it. Let me see their
Steam. If you don't want to earn it in game, just buy the DLC.
Yeah, it still has mixed reviews. Oh, because this is not. Oh, they didn't take down the original one and then put up a new one.
It's like Evolve Act 2 or something 2.
They took it down for a while, but they re-uploaded the same one, just making it free to play.
Oh, is that how that works?
They could have chosen to put up a new like version of the game so that they can reset the reviews, I guess. But I don't know. Do you think it would be better that way? To reset the reviews?
No, I don't know. The game changed so much. Like, I feel like it should. I don't know how much they've changed. Like, it almost seems like it should be a separate listing in Steam. They have that recent reviews thing just for this purpose. I don't know how well it works though. You know.
The one thing that I want to know is, it does. First thing, the write-ups online doesn't really mention about like microtransactions. That's one thing. Okay, all content is available in-game and can be unlocked through play for free. No buy-in or box required. Evolve Stage 2 is ready for everyone. So, like, I don't see, even on their Steam page, I don't see any, like, DLCs to buy. Because DLCs was, like, the monsters and stuff was DLC back then. And another thing, I totally forgot. It was in my head, but it just went out. Probably not important. Fuck it. Yeah. I'm gonna try this out.
Is Dead by Daylight, is that a Steam game? There it is. Yeah, Dead by Daylight. I see it right there.
Isn't that the one that Nathan mentioned that he played? The one where the like survivors versus the movie monster?
Yes. Yes, okay. Yeah.
Movie slasher.
That is that game.
Yeah.
So let's see. Where is friggin'... I just saw... Okay, Evolve Stage 2 is way up there. Okay. Dead by Daylight's way down there. I actually... 7 Days to Die has a lot of people playing it. That's cool.
So yeah, Evolve is free to play. I would suggest you give it a shot because it's free, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it. Because I've always wanted to play Evolve. I didn't want to buy it because, number one, nobody is playing it. When a multiplayer game reaches that stage, there's no other choice other than to go free to play. The stage I'm talking about is there's not enough people to play this game for the current owners, and because people see that there are not enough people, they're not gonna buy it. It just doesn't balance out. So yeah.
Yep.
Evolve Stage 2, free to play. You can try it out if you like me, we've been trying to play Evolve, but they want to fuck up the cash, and now it's free to play.
Moral of the story is, if the game's not Overwatch, you can wait long enough and it'll be free to play.
I think Battle Ball should go free to play. Yeah, microtransactions look like fucking free to play already. Fucking So yeah.
Harsh.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. That is the most frequent thing I've been seeing this week.
This is the number one game. I'm pretty sure it's on both stores. Number one right now. Pokemon Go
Apple and
is
Android,
totally
you mean?
yeah. Pokemon Go is totally a thing. It's out now in selected countries. So basically, the US. It's pretty much, and I think Australia and New Zealand.
I have no idea.
But very, very selected countries. Obviously, my country is never gonna get it because Nintendo is Nintendo. And Canada is probably gonna get it sometime soon. UK is probably gonna get it sometime soon. But Pokemon Go. I read a story on Reddit that a guy got a date playing Pokemon Go, which is really cool.
I hadn't read that story.
Yeah, so he it's on the Pokemon subreddit. So he was playing Pokemon Go. He was like going around for hours trying to catch Pokemons, and then there was a girl next to him, and then the girl asked him, "Are you playing Pokemon Go as well?" And then the girl is like a way better trainer than him. She had like way more Pokemons, and then she's like super into Pokemon. She's been playing like ever since the first one until all the way up to the new ones, and he stopped at Ruby or something, and then he asked her out, and then she said yes, which is really cool. Pokemon Go is like the Tinder for gamers. So yeah, if you want to get a date, play Pokemon Go. I'm not sure if that's...
drain your battery just as fast.
Oh yeah, I heard that one as well. I mean, it does make sense. It's a freaking alternate reality game. You need to on your GPS, and your screen is on all the time, which is nuts. But you get an exercise out of it. I think that's good. There is microtransactions.
I'm a big fan of augmented reality games.
Yeah. The people who made Pokemon Go, the developer, is the guys who made another very popular Google AR game. So the developers are called Niantic. But I can't remember what is the other game that they made. It is really Ingress. That was the other game that they made.
I recognize that name.
Yeah. I believe it was Android only because it's they work together with Google. Oh no, it's also available on iOS. So yeah, Ingress is really, really popular, and they are the guys who made Pokemon Go. So the microtransactions in this game, because obviously there's gonna be microtransactions. You can buy like incense. Incense is that fragrance thing that will lure wild Pokemon to your location for like 30 minutes. You can buy Pokeballs. You can buy 50 of them at once. You can buy an egg incubator. You can buy a camera. I'm not sure what's a camera for.
You can acquire these things without money, though, right?
I don't know how.
Okay.
So
I know you can get Pokeballs by going to like certain locations, like
Okay.
Poke Centers or
I
something.
think I've seen like videos like they go to a certain place and then like a chest or a thing pop up and like Pokeballs just fly out. So like 20 Pokeballs is like 100 Pikachu dollars. I don't know what this is. It's like Pikachu coin. So it's like 100 Pikachu dollars. 100 Pokeballs is like 460 Pikachu dollars. And blah blah blah. So okay, it's called Poke Coins. Sure, I prefer Pikachu dollars, Pika dollars.
Oh, yeah.
So 100 Poke Coins is $1.
Okay.
So $1 will give you 20 Pokeballs, pretty much. I'm gonna guess that Nintendo's gonna make a lot of money with this.
Their stock already went up over 8%.
Oh, when you combine Nintendo's beloved franchises with the ease of access of a mobile phone,
Yeah.
they're gonna drown in all that money and that pussy, all that money and pussy.
It was pretty well played on their part.
Yeah, very, very smart. Oh yeah, so it's 2,000. Incense is like one incense. One incense is like 80 Pokecoins. Lucky egg, so I guess you can buy an egg and then you have to walk around like the old school Pokemon. You have to walk around physically.
And apparently, I was reading that it's smart enough to know how fast you're going. So if you're going car speeds, it doesn't count.
Interesting.
Or it counts as like a walking speed.
Actually, another phone called the Moto X. I'm not sure if you know about this. It has really cool features. So like, it will know when you're in the car, and it will turn on like a do not disturb car mode. So when people calling, the voice will say this person is calling. Like it will actually say the name. So it's really cool. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And then because Pokemon Go is out, there's been quite a few stories like Pokemon Go sending players to police stations and the police say, please don't. This one is in Australia, and they actually came out with a statement saying, for those budding Pokemon trainers out there using Pokemon Go, whilst the Darwin police station may feature as a Pokestop, please be advised that you don't actually have to step inside in order to gain the Pokeballs. It's also a good idea to look up, away from your phone and both ways before crossing the street. That Sandshrew isn't going anywhere fast. Stay safe and catch 'em all.
Are Pokemon static? Like, if there's a Pokemon at this location, that Pokemon's always going to be at that location for people to catch?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they might go away. But I don't know because I'll never be able to play it. Fuck you, Nintendo. But it's such a huge thing that even my non-gamer friends, they're like, this actually looks good. I actually want to try it. But you're in Malaysia, too bad. Fuck you, Nintendo. And the story that you mentioned, the teenager playing Pokemon Go outside. Obviously, you play Pokemon Go outside. I'm not sure how else you play it. Finds the dead
It
body.
could be inside.
I
I saw a really funny picture of somebody in a hospital bed with a ghastly at the foot of the bed. Like, that can't be good. Or like a Magikarp in a frying pan on a kitchen counter.
Are those photoshopped? I don't know.
They could be, that's true.
So yeah, Shayla Wiggins. She wanted to find a water Pokemon, but she found a dead body. That's kinda Creepy.
Yep.
She spoke to Kotaku, apparently. Shayla says that she did not capture the water Pokemon that she was after because she stopped playing to call the police. Police didn't really know what Pokemon Go was. They were just like, okay. I was like extremely scared. I didn't know what to do. I was shaking and crying, Shayla said. While she feels better now, Shayla said that she hasn't gotten a chance to play much more Pokemon Go. I'm not sure what this update...
It was a very weird update.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks for that. Didn't seem to
I
add
never
anything
really
to
liked
the story.
reading Patricia Hernandez's articles.
I don't pay attention to the author.
Oh. Because they have a bunch of SJWs. I think Kotaku is just filled with SJWs, I guess. Right.
Kotaku is just full of a lot of bad articles. Or pointless articles, I guess.
Yeah.
Non-stories. Like, I love... And I mean this when I say love, I mean hate. I love their... like when they rank things and they don't tell you the criteria. Like, here's all the characters from this thing ranked in this order. But it's like, is it for like look, or is it just for like how well you think they taste? Like just random, like you have no idea.
So yeah. That's Pokemon Go. Hopefully you guys can find more dead bodies. Hopefully. Thank you, America.
Don't get hit by cars. I have no idea. There's already been stories of people hit by cars. Who knows if they're true or not?
Are you gonna
I do not currently plan to try it.
Why? You have the opportunity to, you ungrateful bastard.
I should try it just for you. Just for a day.
Just to piss me off.
I don't know. Right? I don't...
Take a video of it.
I don't really use my phone.
You can use Pokemon Go and make one of those like weird videos that you wanted to make. Of you being outside and shit.
I don't know how to record. I guess... Wait, how do you...
You have to bring a camera, I guess. There are apps that can record your screen, but that's it. They can only record your screen.
I don't know. I'm very averse to things that impact my phone's battery.
What phone are you using?
An Android LG.
LG. Nice.
I don't know. Looks a Motomo. Oh, no, that's the case. I don't know. It looks like this. Oh.
Okay. LG.
Kind of big. LG.
Big.
Yeah, I like it. It took me a long time to get used. The power button's on the back.
The power button's on the back?
That's the power button. That's the up and down volume buttons.
Is the right corner chipped or something?
No, the case.
Oh.
Just that's for I don't know why. So you can peel it off.
Nice.
The case is just shaped that way.
So yes. That was Pokemon Go, finding dead bodies.
Pokemon Go. I'm sure we will have many more stories in the future about Pokemon Go as other things happen.
Yep. So moving on. Battlefield 1 is sexist.
No way.
No way. According to a former DICE coder, female soldiers don't appear in Battlefield 1 multiplayer because boys find it unbelievable. I can't remember the name of the coder. Let me just try to... Amandine.
Triggered.
The name of the coder is Amandine Kogat. Cool name. But she's one of those SJWs, I guess. So basically the argument here is...
Oh, that was a guy's name.
Oh, it's a former DICE coder. She said it's because the project leads thought boys wouldn't find it believable. So the argument here is, should Battlefield 1 multiplayer have female soldiers because to keep it real? Like real, like real World War 1? Or should it just...
Would be no female soldiers, right?
Say again?
If it's historically accurate, there'd be no female soldiers.
Historically, for every like... I don't know how many 13,000 male soldiers.
Right. I'm sure that there's like literally there are more than zero. But
there's no there's not zero.
Statistically, it's close to zero. But
even if you play in a 64 by 64 multiplayer game in Battlefield 1, I don't know how big the maps are. Even having one woman is historically inaccurate. It seems that in Russian forces, there was a tank. I'm not sure what you call them. Tank school? I don't like. What do you call like a tank? Like a group of people. Swarm.
Unit. I don't know. Tank unit.
I believe that's like a tank unit with like 13 girls or something. 13 women.
Okay. Well, Russia
but
was
they were
also
like
famous
inactive
for their
after
snipers.
a year, though.
They had female snipers, which were kind of famous.
Right. They were inactive after a year. and the single player actually features a woman because she's actually very important to the story, which is cool. But the argument here is the SJW is basically, but they were women in World War One, but the numbers are just so minuscule.
Well, I don't know if this is relevant, but isn't the game all an alternate history as well?
Sorry, say that again?
Isn't Battlefield 1, isn't it an alternate history?
Is it? I thought it was supposed to be accurate. There's actually a channel that focuses just on World War One stuff. Like, just World War One stuff, and they said the game is really accurate.
Okay, cool.
Which is pretty cool. So I'm not sure if
I think
they're going
what
for
they
alternate
should
history.
do, they should make your gender, each time you die and respawn, it should randomize your gender based off of the statistical spread. So you have like a 1 in whatever chance of spawning as a female.
I would
But that's a buttload of extra work for very little effect.
Yeah. And there is a woman, which is the main character that you play in the single player. But basically, do you know Rooster Teeth?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the show called The Know?
No.
They have a show called The Know.
Okay.
And it's like, Rooster Teeth is like, I don't really like them. I just feel they're very...
I actually was subscribed to them at some point in time, but it was all crap, so I stopped.
Exactly. So, reason why I don't really like them is because I don't think they're funny. I don't think they make good content. They're very SJW, and they are corporate shills. Like how
We need to pause for 1 second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. I'm terribly sorry about that. That was hilariously racist. Okay.
What?
So my wife is walking home right now, and so I thought she didn't have her house key. I had to open the door to let her in because someone was knocking at my door. I opened the door. There's a Mexican guy there. He immediately goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm looking for people that speak Spanish." I'm like, I could speak Spanish. I don't, but I could.
What was that guy there for, though?
I don't know.
He obviously speaks English.
He did. No accent or anything.
Don't you look
so
into your
no
little peephole thing before you open the door?
I assumed it was my wife.
Oh.
I should have used the peephole.
You know, okay, we don't really have peepholes here. For some reason. I think because we don't have guns. So we don't really have... I know whatever...
But you have knives.
I have knives, but I have knives as well. I can stab you.
Okay.
I don't have a gun, so... what was I saying? So we don't really have peepholes here. So whenever I watch a movie, and then the person look through the peephole, I always think, oh my gosh, she's gonna get shot in the eye.
I actually don't know if I have a peephole in my door.
Do you have windows next to your doors?
There's a window right next to it, yeah. But the blinds, like, they can see through it as well. The advantage of a peephole is that in general, people can't see through it into your house very easily.
Right. What were we talking about? Battlefield 1 is sexist. Right. So I was talking about Rooster Teeth, the No, because they also reported on this. And they, for some reason, chose 2 women to report on this. And obviously, you know where they stand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's really funny.
Do you think they should have women in this?
Well, I mean, the point... I'll get to that in a second. It's just funny that when you're trying to make a story on a lack of diversity, and you do that, and you choose 2 women to talk about, it's like, what? I think...
Do you think it matters because it's just a video game? Very funny, though.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The No actually said, like, Black Ops 3 had women. Like, Black Ops 3 is not Battlefield 1. What has that got to do with anything?
The historical accuracy things, it's the hang-up.
Yeah.
If they weren't trying to be historically accurate, they obviously should have women.
Yeah, but I do think they are going for that. I do think so.
Right.
But I don't think that the higher-ups actually said but boys would find it believable. Maybe they did. I don't know. I just feel like game developers are very, very condescending.
Probably.
Is it just a programmer thing? Are you condescending?
Oh, it might be. I do know a lot of very terrible programmers. I mean, and they program fine, but they're condescending.
I don't know.
It also might just be an effect of working in the service industry. I feel like whenever you're close to a customer base, you encounter such a broad range of humanity, like that the dregs really stand out. You just get sour towards humanity in general.
And also the former DICE coder, a man, Diane Coker, she said that the original BF1 pitch given on stage was World War One with one caveat. Screw realism, we're adding female soldiers because we're way overdue. Overdue from what? So I'm not sure if it's true or not.
This is a little aside. I wonder how many armies in the world allow female soldiers in them and in what roles. Because I know it was a big deal. Like, just this year, I believe, the American Army started allowing females into frontline positions. Because until recently, they were only allowed as, like, support positions.
I don't know, all this freaking diversity agendas and stuff. Like, I'm totally okay if it makes sense.
Yeah.
If they want to go with a historically
Battlefield is a class-based shooter? Like, you choose, like, I'm a demo man, I'm a sniper, I'm a medic, I'm a whatever. Okay.
I've never played any of the Battlefield.
Because, like, when it's class-based and historically accurate, like, I'm kind of okay with it all being the same. I feel like when the game's more of an RPG is when I feel like you should probably cater more to your players being able to customize their avatars a little better. But, like, TF2 has no females, right?
No.
I don't know that that's relevant, but I don't know. It's not. I don't know. It's tough. I right now I'm tentatively on the side of I wouldn't say Battlefield 1 should have females. I definitely wouldn't say it shouldn't have females, but I don't think, especially for the historically accurate path, I don't think they have a obligation to add females.
Right.
Hard stand.
I'm just gonna say they should just go with the historically accurate thing, because if they don't go historically accurate, they will piss off the historians as well.
Which is the bigger fan base?
Probably the women. I'm not sure.
Probably the women.
But I've seen women commenting on it. They said that they don't want playable women in multiplayer because it's just not historically accurate. Oh well. Battlefield 1 is sexist, but nobody cares. People are gonna buy it anyways. Does look cool. So yeah, that's Battlefield 1 being sexist. And now we get to the juicy stuff. The juicy one.
The juice.
All the juice. This is about Counter-Strike Global Offensive and its gambling market.
Aha.
So I'm guessing you know about this one, right?
Yes.
You couldn't have gone a day through the internet without seeing this story.
It's been like a different article every day, pretty much.
And it should. These fuckers should get punished. These motherfuckers. So basically, if you don't know, I doubt you don't know, but if you don't know, CSGO is a game created by Valve. I'm going way back. And
Valve is a company.
The CEO is Gabe Newell. He's kind of big. And Steam sales are pretty good. Not anymore, though. But what was I saying? Right. So the CSGO, your guns can have skins. To get these skins, you have to get a chest or whatever they call
They're
it.
purely cosmetic, right?
Purely cosmetic. Nothing to do with any stats or whatsoever. So they have to get chests. And once you get chests, I believe you can only get chests from playing. I'm not sure, maybe you can buy it as well. To open the chest, you have to buy keys. And a key is
you have to buy the keys.
Yeah, a key is like $2.50 or something. $2.50. So each key will open one chest, and then it's randomized. It's literally like one of those slot machines. You
It's
get a
like
random,
Overwatch.
yeah, it's like you get one random skin, and these skins can then be sold on the Steam marketplace like cards, and these skins can range from like a few cents to like a few $1,000s, which is fucking crazy because they're just so rare. Okay, so that's like the Valve side of things. And then you have these new gambling websites, right? You sign in the gambling website with your Steam account, so that it collects all your information. You can then put up your skin as what you call when you put up something in a bet. What you call that thing?
Collateral?
I guess. So you can bet your skins against other people's skins, basically. And then you can win other skins, which can then be turned into cash. And then I heard there is actually a way to convert Steam wallet cash into real cash. So this is literally gambling.
That's an important detail I did not know about.
So Valve, it's a loophole because Valve says skins are not money. But when there's a value associated with the thing, doesn't that count for the same? I mean, it might not count legally, but I do think with this case, the authorities will be looking at it more because it
sounds like
it's a $2 billion industry.
That's a lot of dollars.
A lot of the dollars. So CSGO gambling is like a $2 billion industry, allegedly. Apparently. I'm not sure which newspaper mentioned that. No, not newspaper, sorry. Website. I think Guardian or Forbes or something.
Okay.
And so you understand there's like CSGO skins, and then there are third-party websites that you can then log into Steam, use your Steam login, it will collect information, and you can put up your skins to bet. Now, there is a specific website called CSGO Lotto. So, and then there's also two YouTubers, Tmartn and Prosyndicate. So these two YouTubers are really, really huge in the CSGO sphere. Their channels combined have like 15 million subscribers. So they're really big. They're really influential. And, a lot of like 13-year-olds, 16-year-olds watch these guys, right? And they play the games. And they also do participate in the opening locks with keys stuff, getting skins.
Mm-hmm.
So like a year ago, like end of last year or slightly late, before that, the both of them started talking about this new website they found called CSGO Lotto. And they...
You mean found did?
Found it. So in the videos, they were like, oh my god, guys, I found a really cool new website, blah, blah, blah. It's CSGO Lotto. And then they kept showing videos of them winning. So, and then a YouTuber found out that Tmartn and Prosyndicate actually own the company that owns CSGO Lotto. So, and they did not disclose it at all. Not a single time.
It wasn't hidden, but also they never shared it.
And it's illegal to do that. The FTC says it's literally illegal to not disclose something that you can profit from. Either is sponsored content, or you're talking about a company that you own, because you literally can profit from it.
Mm-hmm.
And because they are the owners of the website, they can rig the videos, because they can go into the back end and like just let them win all the time. And so yeah, is it Pro Syndicate or Psy Syndicate? I keep thinking Pro Syndicate.
I don't know.
Psy Syndicate. I don't know. Something Syndicate, right?
Wait, how do they rig it? You mean like rig? I thought you were betting on matches.
No.
Or is it like a
use
roulette?
Your skin and bet against other players' skins. So if you win, it's literally a coin flip. You put two skins up. I put one skin, you put one skin. And then it will be a coin flip, and then I get to win your skin, or you get to win my skin.
That doesn't sound very fun.
It's gambling. It's literally gambling, because the skins have monetary value.
I thought it was betting.
No. So
that's not even fun. Like betting's, I can at least see the appeal of betting.
Maybe it's fun if you win, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a gambler or a bettor, which is, I guess, also gambling.
So, it seems another prominent YouTuber called Syndicate. So Prosyndicate was correct. Prosyndicate and Tmartn own the websites. So this other YouTuber called Syndicate has revealed that several of his own CSGO weapon skin videos were actually rigged. Syndicate was approached by CSGO betting site Steam Lotto, which is another website, who provided him with valuable weapon skins to randomly unbox. So he already knew what he was going to get, but it was technically random. He acted like it's random. Syndicate then acted as if they were random wins, thus making the whole racket look very worthwhile for anyone keen on gambling CSGO weapon skins. Holy shit. The total takings was $3,200 in skins. So yeah. And then you know what's dumb? I believe Tmartn, he's like the initial owner. He came out with a video before the H3 video and said like, yeah, I didn't own the website from the start. I actually owned it like later on. But then H3 said no, he's actually the initial owner. He actually went and filled out the papers and went to the whatever authorities.
Why would you think you could lie about that?
I don't
know. What
an
idiot.
And then all of his apology videos, I'm not sure how many, but I think like a couple of his apology videos he put up and then brought down because he was never really sorry. He was sorry that he got caught.
Yeah.
I'm sorry guys that I got caught. I'm totally sorry. I totally want to scam you guys even more, but I totally got caught. I really, really hope these guys get punished by the FTC. They go to jail, at least go to jail or get fined a lot of money because they're not doing something legal at all. And there's so many kids watching their videos. That's like the shitty part. I don't have a problem with people gambling. It's the part that they did not disclose it, for one. And there are so many kids, because this thing is not regulated. It's not watched by authorities at all. They should regulate this shit so that only 18 and above can. Or maybe 16, I don't know, whatever age you want. Is there an age for gambling over there? There is, right?
I'm pretty sure
like
there
actual
is.
Normal gambling.
Yeah.
Like
if I go to
a
Vegas,
casino or something if you're like below a certain age.
You can go in. They don't really.
You can't play at the tables.
Yeah, you can't, or a slot machine. I think it's 21.
And what?
No, it's gotta be 18.
18. What's the drinking?
I don't
21,
remember.
right? Drinking is 21.
Drinking is definitely 21. 18 is voting. Maybe it's like 20 for gambling. Maybe it's a random one, but I think it's 18 and 21 are the main ones.
Driving?
I know driving. You can get your driver's license at 16. You can get your learner's permit before then, like at 14 or something. I know like 25 or 26. Like if you rent a car before 25 or 26, it costs extra. There's like extra fees you have to pay.
Because older people are more responsible for some reason.
Right.
And what was I saying? Oh, there are so many people defending both Valve and Tmartn and Prosyndicate, which I do not understand. Why? Like literally, Valve is doing this just for pure profit until they
Drink
get caught.
the Kool-Aid.
Like, isn't it very clear that this is gambling? A lot of people say it's technically not gambling. Skins is not money, but there is a monetary value attached to those skins.
Yeah.
Isn't it gambling? If I gamble my phone or house away, isn't that the same thing?
Right.
Because there's a monetary value attached to it. I don't understand these people.
Oh no! I just found a sad article.
About?
Did you watch Video Game High School?
What does that
The
sound
Rocket
familiar?
Jump web series?
What's that Chinese guy's name?
Freddie Wong.
I didn't know. I think I watched one video. Why? What happened?
One of the actors from it died.
Oh.
Don't know how yet.
What the fuck? Oh,
The Drift King.
That's too bad.
It is.
He's pretty young, I'm guessing.
Yeah, like definitely under 40. I'd say like 30.
So yeah. These fucking YouTubers, man, they're like we both have YouTube channels, but we don't really count ourselves as YouTubers.
I
I
don't know. I consider myself a YouTuber.
You consider
but,
yourself a YouTuber?
It's such a I guess
such a
so.
vague thing though.
Yes, it's a very broad term. Like if you like are YouTubers
Do you have to have a certain number
Our
of
YouTubers are still
subscribers?
mostly stupid Let's Plays. But I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers there who do like makeup or yoga or all sorts of things. CGI.
Like because it's such a young industry, like YouTube only started in 2006. Is it do you think it's because of that they're like really immature and they like hide so many things from their viewers, like they don't disclose? I mean, it's such a shitty thing to do, and you influence so many people, and a lot of those people are really young, below 25 is like the main YouTube market, isn't it? Like below 30.
I'm pretty sure they're just
Like my highest,
unscientifically, just going off of my own observations, the average YouTube viewer is in high school or younger. Well, I think numbers are very skewed, or fairly strongly skewed because of Minecraft.
like
Brings in a lot of the elementary school kids.
like I feel whenever I do the podcast, I feel like it's a responsibility almost to at least come up with content every week, kind of thing. They should feel responsible for lying to their subscribers. Fuck them. So yeah, CSGO bullshit. You have anything else to add to that?
Nope, it's crap.
Yeah, it's crap. So yeah, that's all with news. So that's the last one, CSGO Lotto. Yep. So Foehamner, you have a game for the video games 20 questions, right?
I do.
So
I thought it was going to be a cooler game than it was, but I looked it up and it's like, oh, this is actually, you may guess this. I thought, so when I picked the game, this is a hint I guess off the bat, I thought, like, I'd only ever seen this game in an arcade. I was pretty sure it had been ported to consoles later, but it released on consoles, so that'll make it easier to guess.
Okay. So wait, you thought you chose an arcade exclusive game?
I did.
What? How was I supposed to guess that?
Because everyone knows this game. I think you would have guessed it. But maybe people know it because it's not an arcade exclusive game.
Oh.
But yeah, I was curious if it had been an arcade exclusive. I was curious how the questions were going to go down. How would you like was it multi-platform? No. Was it on PC? No. Was it on Xbox? No. It's like what? Just like listen your.
Okay. Let's get down to it. Video games 22 questions.
I'm ready.
Okay, was it released before 2005?
It was.
Okay,
yes.
It sounds like a very old game then. Because you did mention arcade.
Yes.
Was it released before 1990?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm 2 questions down. You said it's also consoles, right? So was it multi-platform?
Yes, multi-platform on launch.
Multi-platform on launch.
Yes.
So it's an arcade game. Is it a fighting game?
No.
Is it 2D?
No.
What? Okay. Arcade, not 2D, not fighting. Don't tell me it's like fucking pachinko or something. I'm pretty sure there is pachinko console.
That's not a question, but yeah, probably.
I believe there's also a Suikoden pachinko machine because fuck Konami.
There's everything pachinko machine.
Yeah. How many questions am I down? 5, I believe.
You are down 5, yes.
So it's not 2D. So it's not 2D, not fighting. Not 2D, not fighting. I'm just gonna send in the chat. Fuck them, they're probably confused. Not 2D.
They'll figure it out.
Not 2D, not fighting. Multi-platform.
Yes.
On launch, okay.
And you know it was between 1990 and 2005.
It's a pretty big gap, though.
It's a pretty big gap. You could try and narrow it down to what
is it a Japanese game?
Platforms.
Was it created by a Japanese developer? Developed by a Japanese
developer. The developers are not Japanese.
American Arcade? Okay.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't say that. China? Oh. Not Japanese. Not Jap.
I don't know what else these guys have done. Let me see. Oh,
Was it released
yeah,
before 2000?
no.
Did you say no?
It was after 2000.
Oh, so
It was not before
so it's
2000.
2000 to 2005.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not that old.
No.
Well, 16 years ago though, but it's pretty.
I mean, yeah.
Kind of old right now.
I mean, it was. You would play it. You would have potentially played this game growing up.
Oh.
You could have.
It was my golden years, 2000, 2005 golden years of gaming. So it's not fighting, it's not 2D, it's multi-platform, not Japanese, 2000 to 2005. And it was also arcade.
It was in arcades. Like, I mean, looking at like the platforms it's released on, you know, it says the various consoles, so obviously it's just on a console in an arcade cabinet running somewhere.
So it was released, was it on the PlayStation? Wait, let me just double check which PlayStation I want to ask. I can't remember the years.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to either.
Oh, okay. So was it released on the PlayStation 2?
Yes.
I'm not really helping though. I'm not really narrowing anything down.
You need to narrow the genre down or something.
Does it have RPG elements?
I don't think so.
You wouldn't say they have RPG elements.
Yeah. Let me see. I only played it in arcades, so I didn't really.
You only played it in arcades.
I don't recall any RPG elements. Oh, it does have fighting game elements though, I guess, or at least more fighting stuff than I thought. I didn't actually recall the kicking, punching parts.
Kicking, punching parts.
You can kick and you can jump and you can smash, but those aren't what you remembered the game for.
This is not helping. You can kick and punch and smash. You can kick, jump, and smash. It was released on the PS2, multi-platform. Was it? Is it a third-person game?
Yes.
It's a third-person game. Third-person action game? The fuck is that? Third-person action game on the PS2 that was also in arcades.
Mostly, yeah. I mean,
God damn, this is hard.
I wouldn't like if you asked me what genre it was in another context. Like third-person action isn't the first thing I would identify it as. It's another genre
Does it have,
comes first to mind.
Is shooting a major element in the game?
No.
Is platforming a major element in the game?
No.
How many questions am I down? How many questions?
Just 10.
Oh.
Or I mean,
is it
11 if you count platforming?
Platforming. It's not platforming. It's not shooting, and you wouldn't say it's action.
I mean, you can jump around, but like the main thing you do in the game isn't jump around on platforms. Like it's not a platforming game. It's definitely not like a platforming.
And you wouldn't call it an action game as well.
Not action in the sense of like a beat 'em up or a hack and slash.
Oh, okay.
It's action in the sense that there is, I guess, technically violence, but it's not like a character action.
What the fuck is this game? This is almost as hard as Jordan's one.
Yeah.
Is that arcade thing that I'm trying to focus on now, and I don't know any arcade games. Does it have driving?
Yes.
It has driving.
So much driving.
What is it like?
I said it's primarily a driving game.
Is it Driver?
Before any. No.
I did play that game. I quite liked it. Arcade. Please don't tell me it's Gran Turismo. But there's no punching in Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I mean, because you can get out of the car and you can punch in this game.
You can get out of the car.
It's like Grand Theft Auto in a lot of ways.
It's like Grand Theft Auto in a lot of ways. But it was also released in arcades.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Maybe don't think about that in case I'm wrong.
Is it an open world game?
Absolutely open world.
Open world PS2 third person mainly driving game. So much driving. You can get out and punch people in the face. But it's not GTA.
No.
Holy shit.
Actually, yeah, this is a bad game because it's a parody of another game, kind of.
Is it Saints Row?
No, it's a good guess.
It's a good guess.
But I've never seen Saints Row in an arcade.
That's the thing. It's a parody? Is it River City Ransom? It's not.
No.
I don't know why I asked that. How many questions am I down?
You have 5 questions left.
Oh shit. Third person. Simpsons Hit and Run?
Yes.
Oh, wee.
Nice. That came out of nowhere. Good job.
Nice. I was like, third person game, open world. That was the only one that I knew of that probably could have come out in the arcades. Did it?
I'm pretty sure it did. I thought it did.
You played it in the arcades.
It's possible I'm confusing my memory, and what I actually did is I played it like at like a demo kiosk at a GameStop or something.
Oh.
I remember playing it not in a house though, or I think I have a memory of it not in a house. So yeah, it's a parody of Crazy Taxi. It's like I should just gone with Crazy Taxi.
I was thinking Crazy Taxi, but you can't get out of that game, right? You can't get out and walk and punch things.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can get out.
I don't think so. But it doesn't say arcade on their wiki page.
You're right. Well, does Crazy Taxi say arcade?
It should be. It should say arcade.
Yeah, Sega port the arcade version to their Dreamcast. So yeah, maybe I'm just full of crap.
Again, you lied. What is up with you?
But you still got it.
Yeah. There is Simpsons arcade games, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It was a Simpsons Hit and Run. Nice.
So the game was made. Simpsons Hit and Run was made by Radical Entertainment, which is a Canada-based video game developer.
Oh.
And they haven't really done anything else. They worked on Prototype, I guess, which is noteworthy. But
they made Scarface, The World Is Yours, Crash, Mind Over Mutants.
I don't know that game.
Prototype.
All right, I don't know any of those.
I know. I played Scarface actually. Crash Bandicoot Crash.
One of their divisions worked on games for Ubisoft, I guess.
I'm pretty sure even if they don't create any more new games, they like get contracted to make stuff for other games. That's usually
probably true. Yeah.
That's actually how in one of those video game simulators, video game dev simulators. I'm not sure which one. I think the phone one made by the Japanese people. To earn like extra money, you do like contract jobs. Something like that.
I believe it.
Simpsons Hit and Run. I did play this game and it was fun.
Yeah. I should work on my impression of the Crazy Taxi guy though. Like, they catch a ride. Come on.
Do I have Crazy Taxi on Steam?
I don't know if it's on Steam.
It is on Steam.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's old enough that it probably is. Okay.
They actually have like a 4-pack, a Dreamcast collection. So it comes with Crazy Taxi, Sega Bass Fishing, Sonic Adventure DX, and Space Channel 5 Part 2. I heard the Sega Bass Fishing is really popular. Like really, really popular.
With who?
People are like fishing. I don't know. But I really want the Dreamcast collection. I only have Sonic Adventure DX because I bought the Sonic Humble Bundle, which is a really cool bundle. It's like almost every Sonic game. It's a really cool bundle.
That's cool. I don't really like Sonic games.
I grew up on Sonic games. Yep, I pretty much in the Sonic games collection of like I don't know how many bloody games. I have all of them now. Nice. For like less than $10, which is really good. So yeah, that's
Cool.
20 questions, video game edition.
Sounds reasonably quick. Relatively quick compared to the last couple weeks.
Yeah. What?
We should have gotten Limbo way faster than we did last week.
Because I was like... Because I believe you said there was no more genres on it, but you didn't say puzzle or... Like, so many genres are left. You didn't say all. I don't know.
Did we say platformer?
It took you a while, I believe. If I remember correctly.
The problem is I just let the other people guess more often than I do.
I was like... No, you didn't guess all of them. Warframe has a major update, it seems. Spectres of the Rain.
Oh, Warframe.
Warframe.
Is it the one from E3, that update?
It doesn't mention any minigame.
Okay.
But I'm not really gonna play.
What is this article? The title is Indie Actors Shouldn't Be Working for Free. And that sounds very obvious.
You shouldn't be working for free at all. Not for the experience, not for the exposure. A 50 subscriber YouTube channel is not gonna give you any exposure.
You can die of exposure.
You can.
Oregon Trail taught me that.
Okay. So yeah, anything else before we wrap this up?
I felt like I had something on. Minor note, something I forgot to mention in my week. Saga Volume 6 came out and I read that, and it is good. Saga is continuing to be good, but I'm afraid that it might slip into a kind of thing that Game of Thrones did with me, where there's just too many different separate characters, and it's like in one issue of Saga, like each character gets to do one cool thing. And that's all they have time for, but then they go to the next character. And it's like, I want more. Like, it comes out so infrequently. It's
How many characters are there?
Maybe. That's a lot now. I mean, they do an okay job of killing them off, but there's a lot.
Where do you buy the comics from?
I just buy them on Amazon. I haven't bought a comic in quite a while.
Version, right?
Right. I pre-ordered this comic a long time ago. I haven't bought any comics in like 6 months or so. Mostly because of money, mostly because of space. Yes, also mostly. So I should probably look into digital stuff.
How much is it?
I'm waiting. For one trade paperback, it's usually around $15, and a trade paperback is usually like 4 to 8 regular comics.
Right. So you usually
and regular comics usually $3. I usually read the trade paperbacks because they're easier to store without damaging. They're easier to read just all in one.
Yeah.
It's just more convenient. I mean, you have to wait longer periods in between, but it's way more convenient.
Yeah. So yeah. Anything else before we wrap this up?
No, I don't think so. Mob Psycho 100 premieres on Monday, so we're gonna check that out. Hopefully by next week.
I just downloaded Black Lagoon. I'm gonna watch that.
I haven't watched that.
I watched the first few episodes. It's really good, actually.
Okay, I'm making a note because I've definitely Black Lagoon's a name I've been hearing for a long time.
Good. It's very good.
Also, I forgot to mention they rebooted, or there's a new Berserk series that's supposed to be very good.
Oh,
it's definitely animated insanely well.
Nice. There's also a Dynasty Warriors style Berserk game coming out.
Oh,
could be cool.
I'd play that.
And Samurai Jack. Yeah. Samurai Jack.
When is there a date for that?
I don't know. Actually, let me look it up.
Did I write it down? I have on my calendar. I have Mob Psycho on the 11th.
You have
Star Trek on the 22nd. I mean, I just have a calendar and I write stuff on it. Like, has my interview on Wednesday. It has Yoga Hosers comes out on the 29th. It's a new Matt Smith movie. No, I don't have Samurai Jack written down.
It doesn't.
Not Matt Smith. Kevin Smith.
Here. It really doesn't say here. We know
they're keeping
although Cartoon Network or Adult Swim has not yet announced an official release date for the 5th season of Samurai Jack, we know that it will air sometime in 2016 or 2017.
Real big window. It's 2017.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's everything. Nothing. I don't know what games I'm playing next week. Bunch of random stuff. Oh, I will definitely be doing. I'll be doing Victorum though. One of the days will be Victorum. At least one of the days. Is it multiplayer? Do you know?
Sorry, say again.
Is Victorum? Does it have or will have?
Will have. I'm not sure. But I don't think it will launch with multiplayer. They plan on launching that next year. Yeah, they plan on launching that June or July next year, and they plan to have like a beta access beta or early access. If they do early access, it will be like 3 to 6 months before June or July. So early next year. Everything's next year coming up.
I feel like with action games, more than most other genres, early access is really dicey because, like I feel like with a platforming game, yeah, like the action, the mechanics and the look are so closely tied together in like a nice action game. Because like in a platforming game, you can kind of get away with crappy like pixel graphics but good jump mechanics. But like in an action game, like if it looks bad, people aren't going to even install it.
Yeah.
And if it looks good but feels bad, they're going to install it and make this is junk
It
and
is
never
very
play it
important.
again.
Definitely, I can.
Which reminds me, one small detail: playing Broforce, they updated the graphics. Like so, previously, the way you selected missions, it was like a very pixel arty
Like a map over
map you flew around.
over the top.
Now it's like a voxel, like 3D blocks that you kind of fly around in. It's
Interesting.
a lot more. It's not as 2D,
Is it nicer?
but still blocky. It's nice. I don't know that's better, but it is nicer. It gets the world feels bigger. But yeah, okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop talking. Until next week.
Until next week. So yeah, where can people find you, Foehamner, and your incredibly incredible videos online?
I do incredible videos. The best videos on the internet can be found at youtube.com/c/Foehamner.
And you can find
And you
can find me, Pupunoob, Pupunoob, on YouTube, Twitter @Pupunoob, and Facebook, Pupunoob. Yep. And Nathan's still sleeping. He hasn't moved for 2 fucking hours. Holy shit! His back is gonna kill him.
If only his camera was well lit, he'd be sleeping in front of a green screen. We could put him sleeping anywhere, but it's not well lit enough to use that green screen right now. It's a pity.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening to episode 57 of the playonultra podcast, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.